Unveiling the human virome, viruses as guardians of health. Scientists have recently made an astonishing discovery. Your body is teeming with trillions of viruses, some of the most peculiar entities in existence. These viruses are not enemies. In fact, they play a crucial role in maintaining your health. They help protect you from diseases and may even have the potential to combat cancer. This is a revolutionary frontier in science, something we are only beginning to understand. Let's explore the fascinating world of the human virome. The human body is an intricate ecosystem composed of up to 40 trillion cells. Alongside these cells exists the human microbiome, another 40 trillion bacteria that coexist with you in a mutually beneficial relationship. In exchange for a home within your body, these bacteria aid in digestion, synthesize essential vitamins, neutralize acids, balance your immune system, and occupy space that could otherwise be taken by harmful microbes. This delicate balance is essential for your well-being. However, bacteria are primarily self-serving, constantly multiplying and expanding their reach. To keep bacterial populations in check, your body's ecosystem relies on a powerful force, viruses. At least 10 trillion of them reside within you, spanning thousands of different species. The majority inhabit your gut, where most of your bacterial population is found, but they also exist in large numbers on your skin, in your saliva, urinary tract, and even within cerebrospinal fluid surrounding your brain and nerves. Some studies have identified up to 10,000 different viruses in a single drop of cerebrospinal fluid. While the presence of so many viruses may sound alarming, around 97% of those found in the gut belong to a special group known as bacteriophages, or phages. These fascinating viruses are not designed to infect human cells, but instead specialize in hunting and eliminating bacteria. Every single day, bacteriophages destroy trillions of bacteria, maintaining a delicate equilibrium within your microbiome. Collectively, these viruses form the human virome, a vast and complex viral ecosystem unique to each individual. It plays a fundamental role in supporting health, but when things go wrong, the consequences can be severe. Inside your gut, a phage known as lambda stealthily moves through a dense bacterial population in search of its target. This virus has a distinctive appearance, with 6 spider-like legs, a long, thin body, and a geometric head filled with genetic material. Each phage species is specialized to infect a specific type of bacteria while ignoring others. Lambda specifically preys on Escherichia coli, a bacterium that is generally beneficial but can become dangerous if it overpopulates or invades tissue. Controlling bacterial populations is one of the virome's key functions. When Lambda finds its target, it latches onto the bacterium using its spindly legs and forcefully injects its genetic material inside. This hijacks the bacterium's internal machinery, turning it into a virus-producing factory. Eventually, the host cell becomes so overloaded with new viruses that it bursts open, releasing fresh phages to continue the cycle. Interestingly, phages do not seek to exterminate bacteria entirely, as they rely on bacterial populations to survive. Instead of killing a bacterium immediately, some phages integrate their DNA into the bacterial genome and enter a dormant state. As the bacterium replicates, the viral DNA is copied along with it. Then, at an unpredictable moment, the virus reactivates, taking over and destroying its unsuspecting host. Phages not only regulate bacterial populations, but may also contribute to human health in unexpected ways. Some inject genes into bacteria that modify their behavior, making them more beneficial. For example, certain phages help bacteria support the gut's protective mucus layer, improve carbohydrate digestion, and reduce inflammation. Others influence bacterial communication with immune cells, preventing overreactions that could lead to allergies or autoimmune diseases. However, not all viruses in the virome act in our favor. Some transform harmless bacteria into dangerous pathogens. A striking example is the Vibrio cholerae bacterium, which is usually harmless. However, when infected by a phage known as CTXF, the bacterium acquires the ability to produce cholera toxin. This permanently alters its genetic lineage, turning it into a lethal pathogen. The toxin disrupts the gut lining, triggering severe diarrhea and dehydration. If untreated, cholera has a high fatality rate, but for the phage and bacteria, this process aids their spread to new hosts. A similar process occurs with Staphylococcus aureus, a typically harmless bacterium found on the skin and in the nose. When infected by the phage SA3MS, it gains deadly abilities, including the production of superantigens. These molecules cause the immune system to overreact, flooding the infection site with immune cells in a chaotic and ineffective response. This confusion allows the bacteria to invade deeper into the body, where it can cause severe, life-threatening infections. Before antibiotics, Staphylococcus aureus infections were often fatal, and phages played a role in making them even deadlier. Despite the dangers some viruses pose, others could become powerful allies in medicine. Certain viruses, known as oncolytic viruses, specialize in targeting and destroying cancer cells. These include Newcastle disease virus and reovirus, which typically ignore healthy cells and instead attack tumors. Cancer cells, which are mutated and abnormal, develop strategies to evade the immune system, but often become vulnerable to viral infections in the process. Oncolytic viruses exploit these weaknesses, hijacking cancer cells and using them to replicate, ultimately destroying the tumor from within. This viral attack also attracts immune cells to the site, triggering a stronger response against the cancer. Additionally, these viruses may help break down the protective barriers that tumors create to shield themselves from the immune system. In essence, they act like infiltrators, weakening the cancer's defenses and making it more susceptible to attack. While researchers are still determining the full role of oncolytic viruses in the virome, early findings suggest that they could be used alongside chemotherapy and radiation to improve cancer treatments. In the future, they may become a vital tool in the fight against cancer, potentially saving millions of lives. The study of the virome is still in its early stages, but one thing is clear. Our bodies harbor trillions of viruses that influence our health in ways we are only beginning to comprehend. Some protect us, others threaten us, and many remain a mystery. As research advances, we may uncover even more surprising ways that these microscopic entities shape our existence.